Hello everyone, this is Grimo Gikaras Blast Range of the YouTube and Twitch channel Not Quite There Gaming, supplanting Rexer because he's a dumbass. Wait, what? Fuck you. We're gonna continue some STL today with my magnificence and my magnificent explosions. Lieutenant Grimo, could you possibly get off my desk? What? Oh, Admiral Quinn, I didn't see you there, sir. Get off my desk, Lieutenant. Okay, bye. Okay. Now with that extremely poor roleplay out of the way, we're gonna continue our adventures in Star Trek Online with my allegedly goblin engineer, Grimo Gikaras Blast Range. A couple of things that have come to my attention since yesterday. I haven't been actually role-playing him enough, but maybe I just haven't had enough chances to roleplay him. We'll see. I'm really looking forward to I really like roleplaying as this complete and total goblin douchebag who only likes explosions and nothing much else. But well, it all depends on the opportunity. Now, where did we leave off? First of all, we have some new mail from yesterday. We sold a little kit. That's good. Oh, before I forget, when I logged in today, I noticed that there will be some maintenance today. So, today's recording session will only be about 3 hours, sadly, because they're going to take the servers offline at about 5 PM my time. And now it's about 2 and 7 minutes. So we only going to have about 3 hours of recording today. Sadly, because I actually wanted to grind all the way to level 20. We also have some completed assignments. These are related to the duty officers. We're gonna get some XP from this. Attend KTN diplomatic dinner. That's a quest line. Receive security relations with the Binars. Review. Audit application credentials for geologist. Well, we don't really need to go over each of these individually. We get a lot of EXP, we get some dilithium. Let's see. Perform antimatter containment leak drills. Disaster. Failed outcome. Disaster. I think this guy may have died. Whoops. Actually, nope, they died. Shit. If they wouldn't have died, they would be in medbay. So unless there's a medbay resolving, nope, they're dead. Rest in peace, duty officer. That's because she wasn't a uncommon or above quality duty officer, sadly. But that's what we have, so that's what we're working for with right now. So we're getting some more EXP. Okay. Some more failures. Luckily they didn't explode. They didn't get exploded with antimatter. And some colonists. Very nice. So we did go like 3 bars from that. That's nice. Long term. Let's see if we can queue anything up. Ooh, accept invitation by KTN scientists. That's another one in the quest line. You can see here we're on quest 2 out of 10 quests for this, and we get a lot of EXP, so we have a maximum interest in this quest line. Very good. Anything else? Maybe some science? No. Ooh, nice. And no, doesn't really look like we have many more options here. Let's do treatment for minor illness as well, and that will be enough for now. I don't want to keep you guys too much. Some other things I did in the meantime. I got myself a mechanical kit module Current-on Mine Barrier Mark II off the exchange, and I put some points into my skills. We have Starship Energy Weapons to 3, we have Starship Weapons Training to 6, Diver coil 6, structural integrity and warp core efficiency to 3, battery still at 3, Starship hull repair to 6, Starship shield emitters to 3, Starship shield systems to 3, demolitions to 6, and weapon proficiency to 3. So again, don't really take these as set in stone recommendations, but this is what we are working with on Grimo right now. Okay? Okay. Okay, so where did we leave off? We left off at episodes Klingon War, Skirmish. Looks like we're getting missions from someone else, Franklin Drake. We have reports of a True-Way fleet entering the neutral zone and picking a fight with the Klingons near the Donatu system. Having two of our enemies fight is good for the Federation, but I want to know why the True-Way is so far out of their territory. Intercept them and deal with them. If you need to engage the Klingons as well, do so. A Starfleet task force has already been sent to the area. You'll need to join them in the Donatu system as soon as possible. Alrighty. We have a subspace field modulator, which will be a very useful trinket for our ship. I do believe. Yep. Look at all those defensive stats. Only proton resistance. That could be tricky. I don't know if anti-protons count. That's the whole thing about that. I'll have to look into it at some point because I use it on all my ships so far. Otherwise, very good stats on a reusable device for a ship. Okay, we accepted the mission, and nothing else I really need to do here. Don't think so. Refine the dilithium we already got, and off we go. I'm looking forward to getting the cover shield, but without a lot of medical and shield generators you don't really have that much use for it except preventing flanking on yourself. Let's see, where did we need to go? Go to the Donatu system. Can we warp there? 500 in Eta Eridani. But as we established last time, and I do apologize for this, but as we established last time, we get a little bit of an information segment from Spock if we actually travel there. Or maybe we should just test that out. Let's try to transwarp to Eta Eridani and see if Spock tells us the information anyway. This is the transwarp animation. Basically fast travel. And let's see.
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave captains from both sides battle to defend their homes and gain advantages for their faction. Each death has meaning. Every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the quadrant.
Okay, so you do get the little description from Spock, even if you do fast travel, so that's good to know. We are at the Donatu system. Donatu is located on the edge of the Beta Quadrant, at the border between Klingon and Federation space. The system boasts 5 worlds, of which Donatu 5 is Class M. Donatu, excuse me, Donatu has thus been the site of many clashes between the two galactic powers, stretching as far back as the 23rd century. So, let's see what's up in here. We'll have to see. I'm also really considering switching to all beams on this ship, but I can think about that for next week. Elisa Flores. Captain, I'm picking up multiple hostile contacts, both Klingon and True-Way. I can understand the Klingons being here. They've been trying to claim this system for months. But why the True-Way normally don't leave Cardassian space? What? That doesn't make sense. They have no reason to be here. And maybe some punctuation was left out. They're refusing to respond to our hails, sir. We may have to board one of their ships to get some answers. Defeat enemy forces. Alrighty. Now, if we were to do this the smart way, honestly, we would be much better off just letting them fight it out and then engaging the victors. Oh, but we do have battle cruiser. We do have friendly ships. Okay, so we do have to aid the friendly ships. Let's take down this Gallo class if we can. Okay. Uh-oh, secondary explosion. Playing with the keys isn't really my thing. I usually fly with the mouse. But if I were to do that, you guys wouldn't be able to see anything. Because I'd be doing this and... anyway. Way too close to these explosions. I should at least use brace for impact to mitigate the damage. Pew pew, motherfucker. It's going pretty well, if I do say so myself. Typhoon class battleship. Class cruiser. I think we actually lost one of our own, which is very unfortunate. Let's see, what does the science vessel have to say for itself? Let's try and send over an engineering team.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Is this targeted as well? No, it's target itself only. All power to weapons! Hold in broadside position. Alrighty, I think we're gonna need to board that one. And the bird of prey. Nice. The Cardassian flagship, the Axon, has been disabled, sir. The warp core is stable for now. Recommend we get a closer look. Approach the Axon. And we are probably going to board her, as mentioned. Nothing left here, by the looks of it. Beam to the Axon. Yorp. Captain, Cardassian security teams are already starting to move in on our position. We should expect heavy resistance. Well, if there would be light resistance, that would just be disappointing, wouldn't it? Anything in here? Always have to keep an eye out for accolades, secrets and accolades that are associated with them. I think it's not a very good idea to go there. Might get stuck. Okay, so let's keep going. Ooh, we have Cardassians there, Cardassians there. No Kim Kardashian, which is a disappointment or a blessing, depending on how you look at it. It certainly does seem like the bridge officers aren't using the mines as well as they should. I have actually previously heard a lot of praise regarding bridge officers using stuff like Chroniton Mine Barrier, but doesn't look like my guy is really setting his up very well. I suppose it's maybe more related to chance. Everyone has different luck regarding where their mines fall in usefulness. But bridge officers, I don't think they have any special AI to cast their mines or generators or anything else in special places. They just drop them wherever they happen to be at the time, which is less than ideal, but workable. Hello. I can switch targets. Oh, okay, here we go. Pew pew. Nice. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Anything interesting? Just this guy's items and the console. The Saber Security Force Field. Oh, that one. Okay, that should take care of all these security measures between us and the bridge. I don't expect the Cardassians to give up that easily, though. They will probably send more security teams to intercept us. Very well. We like security teams. They explode rather nicely, wouldn't you say so, Grimo? Yes! That was bad. Uh-oh. A little bit of an ambush here. I do love me assault miniguns. Actually, I forget the name of the latest Star Trek movie. The new ones. I don't really like the new ones that much. Captain, did you see that? Continue. Yes, I actually did. But what I was trying to say is, in the latest one, Khan is actually using an assault minigun, isn't he? And I don't know if that's some sort of a nod to Star Trek Online, but I would like to believe it is. And I kind of enjoyed that, but not that big of a fan of the latest movies myself, otherwise. Too much action. Too much action, not enough adventure. Personal opinion, though. Investigate dead Cardassian. Captain, what were those things? Sir, this Cardassian doesn't have any wounds on him, but my readings show that he was dead before we entered this room. I recommend that we find a medkit and perform an examination of the corpse. We need to know more about what happened to him. If he was attacked by those creatures, we need to be cautious. Any contact may be lethal. Okay. So, read patient records. Yeah, have some resources up here. Oh. There it was again. Is there something wrong with the environmentals on this ship? Investigate dead Kardashian. Speaking of Kardashians, in the event, Q says a really dumb joke. What do you call a seafaring Kardashian? A seagull. Get it? I know. Sir, this Kardashian looks to have died from the same cause as the Kardashian we examined in the mess hall. We need to find a medkit to know more about what happened to them. Okay, we do have the medkit. All of the medical equipment in this kit has been sterilized and is ready for use. Medical tools. This medkit has a variety of standard medical tools available for use. However, before using the medkit to examine the remains of the Kardashians in the mess hall, it would be beneficial to study the medical records of the corpses in stasis in this sickbay. The background data on these patients will prepare you for an examination of the remains in the mess hall. Okay, so I suppose we need to do that. What was the prompt here? No, these prompts that we just moved away from. And we have this guy right here. Patient admitted with a severe laceration suffered while working in engineering. The wound was closed using an auto suture, and the patient was released with instructions to refrain from active duty and to return for another examination in 24 hours. Patient returned as instructed, complaining of headache, elevated body temperature, and nausea. White cell count was elevated, and preliminary analysis showed signs of systemic infection resulting from contamination of wound site. Patient was held in sickbay for treatment and observation. However, the infection spread rapidly, and treatment with standard antibiotics was unsuccessful. A more rigorous treatment regime was formulated but also proved unsuccessful. Patient's vital functions ceased. Cause of death, circulatory system failure resulting from sepsis. Ouch. The patient's body has been prepared for transport back to Cardassia Prime. Okay. Next one. Patient admitted complaining of pain and inability to concentrate on assigned duties. Patient was treated with hydrocortisone and told to rest. Psychological evaluation was scheduled. Patient returned several hours later saying that neither the medication nor rest had helped. Patient was treated with a larger dose of hydrocortisone and admitted to sickbay for observation. During the period, patient felt unconscious and was unable to be revived. An autopsy was conducted using a Neuralite probe to obtain a sample of brain tissue. Examination of the neural tissue did not show any signs of infection or trauma that would result in headaches or fatality. Cause of death remains undetermined pending further investigation. Oh, geez. So these guys were having a bad time, probably because of those creatures we keep seeing. Patient admitted complaining of extreme nausea and fatigue. Preliminary exams inconclusive. Patient held for overnight observation, during which condition worsened. Patient died at 2352 hours. 2352 hours? I don't know how you say that. And I know you say the hours by 2300 hours or so, but I don't know how you incorporate the minutes in that in military speak. Maybe 2352 hours, I don't know. Quarantine protocol put in place on CMO's orders, and a level 8 force field is in use to prevent the spread of unknown, possibly infectious agent. Force field may not be disabled without command level voice authorization. An autopsy on the patient was conducted using a laser scalpel to open the chest cavity. All organs were intact and showed no sign of trauma or infection, which would explain the patient's demise. Cause of death remains undetermined pending further investigation. Okay, so we have 3 out of 5. Let's see where the others are. Please excuse my stair jumping ways. Let's see. Okay, discriminates against short people again. Patient admitted with a fractured tibia suffered while in the holodeck. The Kardashians have holodecks? Well, that's cool. The bone was splintered and treated with a regenerator. Patient returned later complaining of pain in the treated leg as well as an elevated body temperature. Patient was then treated with a T-cell stimulator to stave off any possible infection. Patient's condition continued to worsen while they were being continually treated to boost their immune response. Patient died 6.2 hours after injury. Due to the extreme rate of deterioration in the patient, an infection is unlikely. Fear of a contagious agent being responsible has resulted in quarantine protocols being enacted. A cause of death has yet to be determined. Corpse will be placed in stasis field pending further examination by the CMO, Chief Medical Officer. Okay, so it seems that something is throwing off their immune systems completely, and that is leading to rapid infection and subsequent death because their immune systems are being drained. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Read patient records. Patient admitted with a plasma burn caused by an exploding EPS conduit. The wound was treated using a protoplaser, and the patient was admitted to sickbay for sedation and observation. Patient suffered a neurological event resembling a cerebrovascular accident while sedated and was unable to be resuscitated. Further examination into the patient's death is pending an autopsy by the CMO. Well, that was bad for them. Let's see, so use the medkit. What do we need from the medkit? So we need a Neuralite probe, I think. A Neuralite probe is a device that makes use of stabilized biological enzymes to cleave tissue samples from the brain or nervous system. The use of natural enzymes significantly lowers the trauma experienced by the patient and minimizes the amount of time necessary to recover from the procedure. Okay, let's try this. Captain, that tool should give us a better insight into the cause of death for the Kardashians in the mess hall. If we can use the Neuralite probe to obtain a sample of one of the Kardashians' brain tissue, we may be able to determine a cause of death. Okay, so that's what we're gonna try here. Very spooky atmosphere because, of course, the evil people like to have a spooky atmosphere on their ships, not a friendly atmosphere. Silly. Investigate dead Kardashian. The Neuralite probe has determined that this individual died from a radical decrease in neural energy. It's almost as if he was drained by an outside source. All of the brain's activity came to a complete stop as its energy was depleted. Sir, there is a great deal of interference being picked up by the tricorder, most likely the result of an energy residue from whatever was used to do this to the Kardashian. Perhaps we can track it down by following the energy trail. There is a science lab across the hall from the med bay. It should have access to the ship's internal sensors. Okay, so let's go to this lab and do whatever it is we need to do to get better readings down here. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oops! Missed the lab entrance. This looks fancy. I wonder if it explodes. And again another console that discriminates against short people. Please define parameters for scan query. So I already have an idea about what we need to press because I have done these missions before. But let's go through the options and see what they say. So ectoplasma is used for several known species as a means of transferring power from a central power source to outlying areas of a ship or outpost. Plasma serves as an efficient medium for maintaining a high state of energy even when moved over a great distance or allowed to sit unused for long periods of time. For this reason, energized electroplasma can be stored in plasma canisters for transport and still arrive in a usable state. Let's see, we have nuclear fission reaction. Nuclear fission reaction is a common source of energy for non-spacefaring races. It provides a large amount of power with relatively little special knowledge. It is an unsuitable power source for interstellar travel. While races such as humans have used this source of power in the past, it has been surpassed by more efficient means of energy production that will not result in toxic waste byproducts that can severely damage organic life. Okay, Omega energy. All information on Omega energy is classified because Omega particles. Polaric ions. Polaric ions have been used as a form of energy, however they are highly volatile and prone to subspace chain reactions. These reactions have been known to create subspace fractures that make warp travel impossible, as well as creating hazardous amounts of polaric radiation. Oopsies. And triolic waves. Triolic waves are the result of a process called selective molecular polarization, in which a substance is modified at a fundamental level to convert matter to energy. Triolic energy is used by not used by any known species because they are known to cause deterioration of living tissue. So I know that we need to use this one. I'm picking up a large concentration of triolic waves centered around the ship's bridge, Captain. Triolic waves are harmful to humanoids. We will not be able to be in the area for long, and the Cardassians would be subject to the deleterious... What? I need to look up that word in the dictionary now. They would be subject to the deleterious effects as well. Okay. They would not knowingly use triolic energy. I suggest we take a closer look. Whatever is causing the triolic waves probably is responsible for the deaths of the Cardassians in the mess hall. Very well. While we are here, though... Uh-oh. Captain, it's headed for the bridge. And we are headed up here, because I am greedy. I am a greedy goblin. Fuck you. Okay. Scan this duranium ore. There we go. Pretty straightforward. Broke both my legs, but that's fine. I'm all better now. I can walk it off. Take Turbolift to bridge. Okay. Defeat the Davidians. Oh. Oh. Missed the door again. Uh-oh. So we have some glowy particle being thingamajiggers. And we're going to explode them. Hello! Oh, they close. For melee. Well, I should have propped down the mines there. That's okay, we get flanking damage. Very nice. Romulan ale. Delicious. Okay, let's put down a turret here. And some more mines on this side in case they approach from this side. And I will leave my dudes and dudettes there while I just bait the Davidians in closer. Aha, eat mines, suckers. This is a tactical decision. This hopping around is definitely tactical. Whoops, we have some sort of a boss phantasm here. Let's see, the phaser turret is intact. We have... This guy refuses to... Oh, no, there we go. More mines from him. Very nice. And time to bait the phantasm into the biggest... the right side, I would say. The biggest segment of mines. Ah, he doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Come on, this way, this way. Come on. I know you want to. Explosions. Have some more. Uh-oh. Now this guy is actually tough. This is not how I remember this mission. Come on. explosions, yes. Good hits, but he has a lot of life points. Okay, seems like we won. Access ship files. Oh, there is no mistaking them now, Captain. Those were Davidians. What's curious, though, is that Davidians are out of phase with us. Normally, we can't see them without a subspace force field tuned with an extremely sensitive phase discriminator. We didn't have that, so how are they appearing in our reality? I recommend checking the Axon crew's log entries. Maybe they were doing something that made it easier for the Davidians to exist here. Okay. Let's see. First of all, let's pick up my loot. Thank you. Lockbox. And next, we will sit on this dead Kardashian, and then we will read his personal journal. Access ship files. Choose log entry. Read captain's log, chief engineer's log, chief's science officer's log. Probably that's going to be the one we need, but let's go through these. Our mission goes well, says the captain's log. The Axon has disabled or destroyed 7 enemy ships. I look forward to reporting our success. The chief medical officer is concerned about casualties. It is his job to be concerned. Mine is to operate this ship at peak efficiency. I have read his report about unexplained deaths and dismissed it. There is always an explanation. He simply hasn't looked hard enough yet. I cannot let his feelings disrupt our mission. Gul Madred is looking for men of purpose to assist him. He wants leaders with the will to use whatever means are necessary to free our people from Federation tyranny. If all goes well, after this campaign, I will be seen as one of those leaders. Chief Engineer's log. Repairs to the Axon go as expected, running low on deuterium and warp coils. Wish there was more time between battles to do more than patch critical systems, but time is the most precious commodity there is. 4 crewmen down, 1 died in battle with Klingon forces, but 3 others died in accidents. I have spoken to the captain about launching an investigation, but he sees nothing but his dreams of glory and a return to conquest. Unusual spike in triolic wave energy may be affecting warp core efficiency. Must speak to Driolic and see if his sensor readings have turned up anything unusual. Okay. A letter from Maya arrived today. She and the children are well, but she worries about me. She wants me to leave the true way and return to Cardassia Prime. 6 months ago, I would have ignored her pleas. Now, though, I miss her, and I see no end to this fighting. Perhaps she is right. Hello, DMFT for the win 123. Yes, this is not Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Sorry to disappoint you. Like I said, I stream Heroes of Might and Magic 3 every Sunday, and I only basically promised to stream some more STO today. I'm trying to level up a Starfleet engineer, and so far just level 13, but I've only started a couple of days ago. I'm gonna do those guides I think we were talking about tomorrow. Read Science Officer's log. Science Officer's log, stardate 86790.08. My duties on a combat mission are limited, but I was pleased today to have a chance to scan the approaching Driffin's Comet. The comet itself has not been a focus of much scientific inquiry, and it last passed through this sector in the late 23rd century. My scans, however, reveal surprising amounts of triolic wave energy emitting from the comet, as well as detectable amount of chronotron particles. What is my accent? I have no idea what my accent is, honestly, because I'm a Romanian, but I've learned both British English and American English, and I don't know where my accent would probably be coming from. The triolic waves will... But I'm choking. Oh my god. Shit. The triolic waves will unfortunately prevent a closer study of the comet. They are quite harmful to humanoid life forms, and the captain is loath to jeopardize our mission for my curiosity. I have requested the launch of a Class 1 probe. Okay. The chronotrons are of even greater interest. They appear in instances of temporal disturbances. Yay, time travel. Time travel. Which could mean that this comet has been or will be in the presence of a temporal event. Time mechanics are so cumbersome. Yes, I concur. I must have more data, but the captain has never had much interest in science. Perhaps I will remind him that chronoton particles are harmful against the aliens who live in the Bajoran wormhole. A potential weapon to use against the Bajoran's gods may be of enough interest to him to divert our course. Okay, I think that's enough for this mission. Captain, we should return to the Grotius. I'm sure Starfleet Command would want to know that there are Davidians in the neutral zone. These battlegrounds are now their feeding grounds. Return to your ship. Nothing else to find, so okay. I am from Transylvania, and I am also a count. Blah, blah. But I like playing Star Trek. Report to Franklin Drake. Skirmish. Are you sure that you found no sign of the Kardashians attempting to open a portal or otherwise bring the Davidians into our phase variants? This is troublesome. There are pieces to the puzzle I don't have yet. Let me do some digging and I will be in touch. So let's take the subspace field modulator. And that will remain useful.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Nice level up. That will remain useful throughout, I would think. So let's see. It's a device, which makes it very useful. And we have energy resistance. So we'll put this thing here, and okay. I think like that is okay. Satellite repair, that's kind of a repeatable quest. We don't really need to do that. Okay, so see you in the next mission.